can talk Tesla real quick. We got about 10 minutes before the
No, we're not talking Tesla.
I am
for
getting
10
messages
minutes.
left, right, and center. What are you doing with your Tesla? What are you doing
Ignore
with your
them.
Tesla? What are
Ignore
you doing
them.
with your Tesla? It's
Ignore
all
them.
they're attacking me. It's the biggest position in my long-term portfolio. I have no trade on, all long-term. I've not sold a share. Now, again, part of me thinks, here's my thought process, is a lot of me thinks that this could be a disappointing event, that the stock could go down like 20 bucks on it. It's not a trade. If I had it on for a trade, I would sell it. If I had this on and I was up 40 or 50 or 60 points, which I'm up 60 points, I believe, on it right now, and it was a trade, I would sell it. I don't think I'm going to sell any. Obviously, I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm leaning towards selling none. One, because it's in the long-term portfolio, and I believe in the long-term story here. But two, what the setup here is a little bit more interesting than we're used to. It is up today, but there's been no run-up into this event. None. And I think that's because everybody is expecting a lot. Not everybody's a tough word, but a lot of people are expecting this to be a flop. A lot of people are saying, well, FSD isn't close. How are you coming out with a Robotaxi? So I think there's a lot of expectations that this is going to be a flop. And maybe it is. Maybe everybody's going to be right and it's going to be a flop and the stock's going to fall 10% today. It's possible. But if there's any hint that, we didn't think about that, you could see a rally in this because there has really been no run up into the event. If this would have ran
The
from
thing was that
240 to
okay, so there's been no run up over the last week or so. The stock was at 180, 182 on August 5th, and it went to 260. So maybe you didn't get your
you think the
immediate,
run already happened, the run up
yeah,
into the event?
yeah. And now if you and I don't know if there was earnings or whatever in there, you had a nice rally in the market. If you're just not like holding on for the long term like you are, then there has been a run up. If you're playing this technically, fundamentally, Elon Muskingly, I mean, there has been a run up. I want to say two things. One, it's just all about 240 here, and I have no idea if it's going to zigzag, go to 260, but that scenario, if it holds a solid 240 bid, even if it breaks down to 220, comes back and holds 240, that's the level of that. And then the second thing, and I may be showing some of my ignorance here about the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Dennis, what is like your truck? Like, what's one of the primary reasons you have your truck?
Well,
So what do? Do you take the sides off the Cybertruck to haul stuff? I have no idea.
It's not built for, it's not like a pickup. They're trying to say it could be
Okay. Well
used as a
then
pickup, but
then
so full disclosure, I will not get a Cybertruck. There's no way I'm going to get a Cybertruck. One, because it's $180,000 Canadian. That's what it is over here, 180 grand, which is just insane. But we've got to remember, this isn't really about the Cybertruck here. This is about the Robotaxi and full self-drive. I think a lot of people really do. Like Shaq has one. There's a lot of people. The Cybertruck is actually doing quite well. People are saying it's not doing well. That is not the case. Their wait list is huge. They're trying to produce these things. They're actually selling these things. So it's not like, they're all sitting on the lots and they're not selling. You can't even get them in Canada yet. There is a huge wait list here. So that's not, but that's such a small portion of the revenue. Right now, the main thing is with Tesla is it's still a car company, but they're working on so many other things. And a Cybertruck is not going to be like, the Cybertruck's going to move the needle. What's going to move the needle is if they can solve FSD. What's going to move the needle is if they get a humanoid that actually can do stuff. The energy business is interesting. But you know what else is going to eventually move the needle? Is the semi. The semi truck is very interesting. And I just wonder a bit, predicting it here, I wonder a bit if there isn't something about the semi truck and full self drive today. And if they come out with full self drive, and not, again, it's not going to be ready. FSD is not ready. But if they're hinting that they're looking at, starting to almost like a shipping company at Tesla where FSD semi, I think the stock could rally on that. And I do think that they've been, we know that PepsiCo's got a bunch of them. The semis are out there. They're obviously not FSD yet, but just imagine the possibilities if you were to get a full self-drive semi. that is a game changer, and that is a needle mover.
Oh man!
So if
I
there's
wouldn't go on the
hinting of
road.
that coming, like, you know, and again, Musk's timelines are always too aggressive, and we know it's probably going to be aggressive again. But if there is a hint of an FSD semi, that could be something the stock could rally on.